What's going on? How y'all doing? How are y'all doing? Hopefully y'all doing good. So let me talk to y'all real quick. My car. So, um, a day, a day or two before my birthday rolled around, I I went to go start the car, and I pressed on the gas by accident, right? And all of a sudden, my car shut down, right? So it wasn't cranking up. So I'm like, oh man, what's going on here? So I pressed on the brake and tried to start it, wouldn't start. Press on the brake, start it, wouldn't start. I'm like, So I shut it down, whatever. And I went inside, told the guy that I was living with, my roommate. And I'm like, hey man, my car's not starting up. He goes, what do you mean car's not starting up? I said, my car's not starting up. All the lights pop up, but my car is not starting up. So we're like, alright, we'll go check it out. It's alright. So we come outside, try to start it up, crank it up again. Nothing cranking, nothing working. So I'm like, alright, this is bad. So then, so I called up some people, whatever, and one of my friends, he suggested this mechanic guy. And so the mechanic guy comes out, looks at it, he was like, oh, it's this and this. So I'm like, alright. How much would it be just to get a check, get a fix, whatever? Oh, it'd be about $100 to fix it. I'm like, all right, let's go ahead and do it. So, so he went ahead and did it. And this was the day. This is the day of my birthday now. Now, on the day of my birthday, I also set an event to go hang out with some people because now it's my birthday and I wanted to just hang out with people, right? So the guy comes out, puts it all together, bumps up the car, puts the pieces on that he bought, whatever, and so he puts the pieces, put the pieces onto the car. And so then, tries to crank it up, not cranking. All the sensors are working, all the sensors are functioning, and so he's just like, I don't. Oh, you know what it is? It's your timing belt. Your timing belt needs to be changed. So I'm like, oh, okay. So he goes, oh, but I'm gonna see if I can find somebody that can do it at a cheaper price instead of at the normal price, which is like $2,000 and up. So I'm like, all right, fine, whatever. So, and so originally at that point in time, I was gonna go to AutoNation to go get it done. But listening to other people, they were like, no, don't go there. They're gonna overcharge you, blah 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 blah. So I'm like, well, I'd rather just get it done. Like that's just my thing, right? Anyway. So, so the mechanic guy calls me up. And he's like, hey, so I found a guy that could actually do it, and it would be $250, and it would be $100 to tow the car over there. So I was like, all right, you know what? Let's just do it. $250, not bad. $350 altogether, right? Not bad. All right. So paid him $100 to tow the car over there, and I didn't pay him $250 yet, of course, because when the car is done, that's when I'll pay you guys. Like I ain't gonna pay you beforehand. Anyway, so so then after that, one of my friends. So now this is the week of my birthday, right? So June 1st comes. My roommate takes me to the place where we're gonna have to meet up. After that, my friend offers to drive me to work now. So now she's driving to work. So then the week after that, I was like, you know what? Let me go to the shop and let me go check this out. So I go to the shop, whatever, and I'm like, hey, I'm here for the car. And meanwhile, this shop, it's not a legit shop. I'm gonna tell you that straight from the jump. I'm gonna tell y'all that. Anyway, so I go to the shop, whatever, go check it out, and so the guy tells me, he goes, oh, this is not a $250 type of job. This is almost a $1,000 to $2,000 type of job. And I'm like, but the guy that I mess with, Richard. Okay, so we're gonna go with some names. Okay, so we're gonna go original guy. That's the mechanic that I got first to look at the car. That's original guy. Then second, we're gonna go with other guy. All right, that's the guy that is now looking at the car. Right. So, other guy. I told the other guy. I said, hey, original guy told me that it would be $250 to fix the car. Other guy was like, nope, it's $1,000 to $2,000. So he goes, oh, so what you want us to do? I'm like, hold off a bit. I'll call you tomorrow, let you know. So I called the original guy. He didn't answer. I'm like, oh gosh, this can't be happening to me. So I called him up. Doesn't answer whatsoever. So I'm like, oh boy. So my friend was like, use my phone. And I was like, if he ain't picking up for me, he ain't gonna pick it up for you. And she goes, use my phone. Watch what happens. So I was like, all right, cool. So I called him up from her phone, and he answers. And she was like, see, told you. I was like, wow, you were right. So her and I, we're just laughing about that. Anyway, so I told the original guy, I was like, hey, so other guy told me that this is not a $250 job, and doesn't know why you would quote that price, and the price that it's $1,000 to $2,000 job. So what's up? So he goes, really? So I was like, yeah. So he goes, you know what? I'll call him and I'll ask him. So I'm like, all right. So he's like, I'll call you later. So I'm like, all right. So later on comes original guy calls me up. And he's like, yeah, you told me this, and I don't know why he would tell me $250 when it's more than that and stuff like that, which I don't understand, because the fact of the matter is that in order for someone to give you a price, you gotta diagnose the car first. So, but anyway, whatever. Moving on. And so my roommate through this time is like, yeah, but your car doesn't have a time belt, it has a time chain, and it's not this. So I'm like, listen, I'm just telling you what the guy told me, and this is whatever, right? So anyway, so then original guy was like, so what you want to do? So I was like, you know what, tell him put the car back together and bring it back over to me, because I'll take it somewhere else. So he's like, all right, fine. So he calls me up in the morning time. I was like, hey, listen, they want to charge you $100 just to get the car. So I'm like, what? Well, before that, I called the guy out of common courtesy. I was like, hey, I'm not going to go with it, so can y'all just put the car back together? I'll have the guy go pick it up. Have an original guy go pick it up. So he goes, all right, fine. So original guy calls me up in the afternoon time while I was at work. He goes, hey, so they're telling me they want to charge you $100. I was like, $100 for what? And he goes, I don't know. Speak to them, call them. And in my head, I'm like, why should I be speaking to them? Shouldn't be you be speaking to them? Because you're the person who, I want to say something else, but I'm going to be respectful. You're the person who brought me to these guys. So anyway, so I called him up, whatever, and I was like, hey, so I'm trying to figure out what's up. So then he goes, oh, well, because the fact of the matter is that we're charging you to look at the car, diagnosing the car, and for storage. So I was like, you're charging me a storage fee? This is a body shop. You run a body shop, so there shouldn't be a storage fee. Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. So then so he's just like, oh, well, that's what he wants to charge. That's what he wants to go with, and stuff like that. So I'm like, yo, that don't make no sense to me. So anyway, hold on one second. I'm sorry, guys. So I'm like, you know what? That doesn't roll with me like that, So, but I'm just like, you know what? I'm not paying y'all $100 because number one, I already knew what the problem was, because the original guy had already told me what the problem was. So I don't understand why y'all will try to say, oh, you don't know what the problem was, when original guy already told me that it was what the problem was. And I said, I don't understand why y'all charging me a storage fee for holding the car when that's what y'all supposed to do. So he goes, oh, well, you don't think we're supposed to get charged just look at the car? So I was like, for labor? Yeah, sure, but I'm not paying y'all $100 for labor. That doesn't make any sense. So then he was like, all right, so you know what? We'll charge you 60. So I was like, all right, 60 is fine, whatever. And he goes, oh, but if your car is here the next day, we're going to charge you $40. I said, oh, so now y'all charge me storage fee now. Oh, okay. I'll see how y'all do. So anyway, so I actually paid him 75 or whatever, you know. So I paid him 75, paid him out, and then I got my insurance to get a tow truck to go pick it up and take it to Quick Car instead of going to AutoNation, which I knew I should have went to. Anyway, so the tow truck takes it to a Quick Car. I already called them up, let them know like, hey, so I'm bringing the car over there just to check it out, see if y'all could check it out, see if y'all could do this and stuff. And so the guy told me, the guy was basically saying like, yeah, you know, if it's a timing chain, we don't. Well, he already gave me a quote on the price of a timing chain, right? But he also told me, he goes, oh, I'm not sure if we can fix it here or not. So I'm like, listen, the car's almost way there. So if y'all can fix it, great. If not, let me know, please. So anyway, so going on throughout that week, Thursday I go check it out, right? That Thursday I go to check it out, and then the guy tells me, he was like, oh yeah, it is a timing chain. We don't fix it here. And I'm like, awesome, this is great. And so and the price now is $80 just for them just to look at the car, right? So so I paid them the $80, and then after I paid them the $80, I had to fight with my my insurance to get another tow, because they only allow one tow per breakdown. So I had to fight with my insurance to say, hey, listen, they didn't fix it. I need to tow it to another place that can fix it. And so finally, after like speaking to like the fourth person, finally I got the tow to come out to Quick Car in Crowley to go tow it to another section, to another place, whatever. And so throughout the time, you know, people now are being like, hey, so I know this body shop. And I'm like, listen, it's too late for all that. It's too late for all that. I'm going to go to AutoNation and just haven't done that. And then people were like, oh, but you know, they're going to overcharge you. I said, I don't care at this moment. I'm not going to be taken to another mechanic shop and hear that they ain't not going to do it. I need the car done, and I want the car done. I'm getting tired. I'm getting gray hairs, y'all. Look, gray hairs. Look at the school of gray hairs. Look at this gray hair just poking out. Look at this gray hair. Look at this gray. I'm getting grays, y'all. I'm stressing out. It is crazy. So anyway, get the car. Goes to AutoNation now. So AutoNation, first price they charged me, they was like, hey, so it's gonna be 900 and something. So I'm like, oh, 900 something. Bang, piece of cake. But yet they didn't fully go into the car and say, yeah, you need a new timing chain. So the other day, the lady calls me back. It's like, hey, Mr. Perkins. So yes, we went in, diagnosed it, and it turns out it's going to be about a $3,000 job just to do. And I'm like, what? Yeah. So basically they're going in, they're fixing it now. They're in the process of fixing it now. It's going to be a $3,000 job. And I'm telling you, we went from $350 to $900 to now $3,000. And I'm like, Lord, you're going to have to be Jehovah Jireh. You're going to have to be the one who provides, because I don't know where this is going to come from. Come on, somebody. Like, Lord, I don't know where. But anyway, so that's the story with the car right now. Right now, it's in the body shop. Right now, it's getting done. Right now, they're fixing it. So I'm just waiting on that. I'm just waiting on the finished product to be done and let them know so they can tell me, hey, your car is done, whatever. But man, there gotta be something good coming out of this. They gotta be. That's all I'm saying, man. Because this has been a progress. This has been a process that I'm just like, Lord, you got me sweating over here. Like, come through for it, brother. You know. But that's the story of it, man. I tell you, next time I'm getting me a new car. I'm not getting me no used car, because I don't want no used car problems. This is not gonna happen to me. But anyway, take care, y'all. I'll see y'all next time. Perkins Toss. Let's go and get it. Come on, y'all.